Dear students, today we are starting unit 4 of push-down automata of theory of computation subject. So students, you have already seen that there are two kind of languages. One is regular language and another is context-free language, which have been already covered in your syllabus. So you have seen that for regular language there are two things which can represent them, and one is finite state machine, rather you can say the finite automata, and the second one is the regular expression. But in case of context-free language, its machine is known as push-down automata. So the machine which will accept the context-free language is known as push-down automata. Push-down automata is nothing but a machine which is having the memory capability along with the finite automata. So we can say that push-down automata is a finite automata having the memory capabilities, and this memory capability is performed with the help of a stack. So here PDA stands for push-down automata. So it can do following things. It can read a string from the input tape, as we have discussed the same thing with the finite automata, and it can perform some stack operations, because we have seen that there is an stack along with the finite automata and it makes a push down automata. So we can perform some operation on the stack, and the operations are push operation, pop operation. We can check whether the stack is empty, or we can read the topmost symbol of the stack also. So these kind of operation can also be performed on stack, and certainly with the same way which we have done with the finite state machine, we can also change the state in the PDA also. So as we already know that CFL is a superset of regular language. Rather we can say that one of the part of CFL is regular language. So PDA is certainly more powerful as compared to the finite state machines, because this PDA itself contains the memory capabilities. So I repeat once again that the machine for regular language is finite state machine, and the machine for context free language is push down automata. The first example which came in our mind, that a n, bn, a power n and b power n is an example of context free language. Certainly we cannot accept this kind of language with the help of finite state machine, because here we are having sum a followed by the same number of b's. So sum a means there can be 4a followed by 4 number of b, there can be 40a followed by 40 number of b. So by this way we are not able to recognize how many a have been previously encountered. So it means some kind of memory is required, and that memory facility is provided with the help of stack. So here what we'll be doing, we will be working with the same way as we did in our finite state machine, but here we are having one stack also. So for first sum is, what we will be doing, we will be pushing a on the stack, and once b starts coming in the input tape, we will pop one by one each a for every occurrence of b. And finally, when the string is exhausted and the stack is empty, we can say that number of b is certainly equal to number of a, and hence we can accept those kind of strings only. So here I'm showing you something, that state q0, there are two states in this machine. One is q0, another is q1. q0 state represents that now currently a inputs are being encountered. As soon as there is b input in the input tape, the machine will change its state and it will jump to q1 state, and then after, whenever b will come there, it will pop 1a from the stack. The transition of PDA depends on three things. One is the current state, another is the recently read symbol, and the top symbol of the stack. So these three things, they will govern the transition of the PDM. One is the current state, current state of the machine, another is the recently input symbol from the input tape, and the third one is the stack top symbol. What is the stack top symbol at that time when the recently read input symbol is there? So these three parameters will decide what have to be done. So here there is a transition. In this diagram, a transition is shown to you, that is transition is from QI to QJ state, and this transition is decided by these parameters. One is the input state, that is, one is the current state, that is QI state, and the recently input symbol, and the stack symbol. Stack symbol means stack top symbol. What is the stack top symbol? It decides a transition from QI to QJ, and it performs some stack operation also. It performs a stack operation also, and stack operation can be push operation, pop operation, or no operation. So here you are seeing a transition. You are seeing a transition from QI to QJ state. QI is the current state, and QJ state, you are going to QJ state by receiving one input symbol, and condition is that there is some stack symbol, stack top symbol, and then certainly you are doing some stack operation also. So here you are seeing that suppose machine is on Q0 state, and there is a transition from Q0 to QI. So what is happening? There are three transitions. First of all, there is a transition from Q0 to Q0. So here transition is written like this: A, comma, any, comma, push A. So what is this? This is a symbolic representation of a transition. It means when machine is on Q0 state and A input symbol is recently read, and any input symbol, any symbol is there on the top of the stack, then what is happening? Machine is remaining on the same state and A is pushed on the stack. Here what is happening? If machine is on Q1 state and B input symbol is read, recently read, and A is on the top of the stack. The second one is the stack top symbol. I'm again repeating, if machine is on Q1 state and recently input symbol is B and A is the stack top symbol, then what is happening? Machine is remaining on the same state and we are popping the symbol A from the top of the stack because A was on the stack top symbol. So we are popping the same symbol from the stack. Now let's see this transition. Here there is a transition from Q0 state to Q1 state. So what is happening? If machine is on Q0 state and B input symbol is read, A is the stack top symbol, so what will happen? Machine will transit from Q0 state to Q1 state and it will pop an element from the top of the stack, and that symbol is the A symbol. So it means we are popping that element. So by this way you have seen some kind of the transitions with PDA machines. So now let us come on the formal definition of PDA. PDA is push down automata. So the PDA machine is defined by 7 tuples. Like you have seen that the finite state machine is represented by 5 tuple, and they are Q sigma del Q0 F. So there are two another tuples which are added. One is tau and another is Z0. So only 2 tuples have been added here, and they are tau and Z0. Tau is the stack symbols and Z0 is a special symbol which is known as the initial stack symbol. So machine is represented by 7 tuple: Q sigma tau del Q0 Z0 F. All the 5 tuples are exactly same as you have seen in the finite state machine. Here only 2 new things are introduced. One is tau and another is Z0. So now all 7 tuples are like this: Q sigma tau del Q0 Z0 F. Q is a finite non-empty set of state, sigma is a finite non-empty set of input symbol, tau is a finite non-empty set of stack symbol, del is the transition function, Q0 is the initial state, Z0 is a special symbol which is known as stack initial symbol, and capital F is again a set of final state. So you have already seen this kind of machine. Here 2 more things have been introduced, and the transition function, the special thing is here, that style of transition function. Transition function is determined by is decided by three input parameters. One is the Q is the current state, epsilon union alphabet. It is the input symbol, alphabet is the input symbol, and epsilon means nothing. So nothing including the input symbols. Rather we can say input symbols or nothing, along with the stack top symbol. This too is the stack top symbol. So three things are deciding the transition. One is the current state, another is the recently input symbol including null also, and the stack top symbol. They decides the transition. Now transition has happening to another state, and there is some stack operation. To star means there is some stack operation is also performed in this transition. Here Q cross alphabet union epsilon cross to implies that transition is based on current state, next recently input symbol including null also, and stack topmost symbol. And Q cross to star implies that transition is going to one another state, and to star is that operation can be pop, push, or no operation. So this transition can be represented like this way also, that del Q1 AB, del Q1 AB. Del stands for transition, Q1 is the current state, A is the recently input symbol, and B is the stack top symbol. I am repeating it again, it is very important. Del is the transition function, Q1 AB. There are three parameters which will decide the transition. One is the current state, A is the recently input symbol, B is the stack top symbol. Then what is happening? Machine is going from Q1 state to Q2 state, and B is a stack top symbol, and B is same here. So it means there is no stack operation. So it is no stack operation, known as NOP operation. So what is happening here? Stack top symbol, earlier it was B, now it is B. It means nothing has happened. Neither we have pushed anything, nor we have popped anything from the top of the stack. So it means from Q1 state, machine is moved to Q2 state after reading A input symbol when B was on the top of the stack. Now let us see the transition of the pop operation. Pop means when we are getting something from the top of the stack. So here transition function is dependent on three parameters: current state, recently read symbol, and the stack top symbol. So if suppose transition is like this, Q1 AB, A is the input symbol, B is the stack top symbol. Now here machine is going to Q2 state, and here epsilon is written. Epsilon means the stack, whatever the stack top symbol was there, that has been popped. Here we are seeing that the stack top symbol is B, but below that we don't know what symbol is there on the top on the stack. So once B have been popped, then we don't know what is there on the top of the stack. So it is represented like this, epsilon. So what is happening? From Q1 state to machine is going to Q2 state, and initial B symbol was on the top of the stack, that has been removed, that has been popped, and now it is represented that epsilon is there. It means we don't know what is there. So this is the representation of the pop operation. Another is the push operation. So just check here how we can represent the push operation. Say transition is like that. Del machine is on Q1 state, A is the input symbol, recently input symbol, B is the top of the stack. If machine is going to another state, Q2 state, and we are pushing something on the top of the stack, so what is happening here? Here we are writing AB. Earlier there was B on the top of the stack. Now A have been pushed on the stack. So now we know the top two symbols, and they are A, B. Now A is on the top of the stack. Below A there is B. So this type of transition is known as the push transition. So let us see. Let us try to solve. Let us try to design a PDA for a language which is certainly a context-free language, and the language is ANBN, where n is greater than equal to 1. So this is a question. Language is a set of string which is built up from alphabet A, B, and W is a form of ANBN, where n is greater than equal to A.